You guys come on in. I don't think I don't think there's anybody in here yet. We're just gonna talk just for a little minute because we came over from that other chat, y'all. Yo, we came over from that other chat. Lord have mercy, y'all. Lord have mercy. Woo, child. Y'all hit that like button coming in. We're just gonna talk a little bit tonight. A lot of people are just now kind of finding out about the channel. So we're a lot of people want to get caught up on our first video that we made, guys. Right, guys? And I was supposed to be setting up the Nightbot tonight. I was supposed to be setting up Nightbot tonight, y'all. But I didn't get a chance to get to it because I was over there in another chat for like, oh my God, for like 3 hours as we were listening to the backstory to some of the stuff that's been going on, right? So we were over there and whew, whew, man. What chat were you in? We were in SZA's chat, y'all, and Lord have mercy. That stuff went deeper than I ever thought it could go. I was over there, I was like, damn. So all of that stuff was news to me, y'all. I was over there like, who? All that stuff. I didn't know she was doing all this stuff behind the scenes, y'all. Yeah, you probably won't know really. But did any of y'all guys know she was doing all this behind the scenes? It's like, what is the purpose of all of this? I just, that's what I didn't get. I didn't get what the purpose. Dorothy is here, Colby is here, Relic is here, Arabia's in for a minute, Lion's Den. A lot of you guys probably won't know what we're talking about. We're just chopping something up real quick that happened in another chat. So that's where we were tonight. We were stuck over in another chat handling some stuff. It's a different YouTube sector. Some of us are from over there, some of us aren't. But they were talking about Selena tonight. I think Lion's Den, you might know who Selena is. Child, all that stuff they said she was doing behind the scenes. I was sitting here shocked. I'm like, what's the purpose of all this stuff? Why is this so important? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why is it so important for you to do all of this? And then Fernenci was involved. I'm like, oh my God, Fernenci's got to be one of the sweetest, most nicest men over in this sector. And they tried dragging him. And I was just like, this can't be happening right now. You said, remember, if the world is yours, the world may be different than the world you're in. Mike Simmons is here, y'all. You guys, I just can't believe she was doing all that stuff behind the scenes. That's just my thing. I can't believe she's doing all this behind the scenes. This was a lot. And then, like Fernenci was saying there's more to the story, but he didn't want to really reveal everything because it would be giving us too much information. Yeah, they do drag each other over there. Yeah, I know, Lion's Den. I did too until tonight. After hearing all of that stuff, Elohim, if you need to, you can definitely replay the live. I know that was a long live over there, y'all. We were over there for a minute finding out about this stuff. Thaddeus is here. Black is here. Yeah, y'all, we were over there for a minute tonight finding out all this stuff. And y'all just think about how, what up? Oh, you said, damn, Mitch, Matthew is live right now. He's calling Fernenci. What? Yeah, girl, there's a bunch of stuff going on in these YouTube streets, honey. Girl, it is what it is this year. You guys finally made it over. Guys, I just decided to go real quick tonight. I know we've had a long night tonight, right, guys? Some of us were over in that other chat, right? Right, guys? So some of us were over there, right, as we were finding out a lot of things that was going on behind the scenes, unbeknownst to us, right? My thing is like, why? Why have all of this going on behind the scenes? It's like, I don't want to be mean, but it's like, find a boyfriend like in real life. You know what I'm saying? If it's gotten this bad, and how, I don't get this. I know, Arabia, you can definitely listen to the playback if you want to. But we're on my conspiracy channel. but I was just covering this really fast, and we're going to get to these conspiracies. But I just got to let this part out. How in the world? I'm still confused. I really, truly am still confused. How is it that, wait a minute, y'all, I'm serious. If she's never met Sis before, why do all of this stuff behind the scenes over Sis? And Sis has a certain type of woman he's interested in, right? He's not interested in like women that wear lots of makeup and stuff like me. You like, I wear makeup, I do all this fancy stuff. He's not interested in people like me or Selena, or he likes people like Rainey. So it's like, why wouldn't she realize this in the beginning? I don't get this. So you go behind the scenes, you get all these people involved for what? And it's not even his type of woman he's interested in. It's so ridiculous. And this person is on the internet. You say, no, I don't think it's from the Discord. This is from just the sector, Arabia. It's from the sector. You said, I don't know anyone, but I was thinking, why did this guy say something sooner? I know Kelly G, especially for now. I've known Fit Financi for about a good almost 3 years. And to find out he was involved in this and they were tearing him down, I just literally was just sitting there going, how? He's one of the nicest people in this sector. And then for him to put up with it for so long, he is just a sweet, patient man for putting up with all of this. And I did not know Selena was doing all this stuff behind the scenes. I didn't know Selena was over there telling people to unsubscribe from Rainey and don't support Rainey. That's insanity to me. Who does that? The only time I've ever told somebody not to support somebody is somebody wishing death on somebody's child. And we all know who that person was. But this is our conspiracy channel. We're going to get to a little bit of conspiracies tonight. I just still had to get that out. Those of you that are just kind of knowing why we were dragging our feet tonight, getting in here. Everybody, it's very important. If you're going to join this conspiracy channel and be part of this team, right? I want to say team of thinkers, of people that we have already built over here, you guys. The team of thinkers we have over here is unbelievable. Last night we went live for the first time. So you guys hit that like button coming in. Last night we went live for the first time on this channel, and we had at least 40 people in here all night long as we talked for 3 hours about all different types of conspiracies. We talked about voting. So those of you guys that need to get caught up, evidently we did great last night because y'all, we stayed here all night last night. They talked about everything from Bigfoot. They talked about everything from Bigfoot to aliens. We talked about, I mean, you name it. We talked about it. We really did within those 3.5 hours. But we also talked about having a continuing conversation about what is really going on in the world around us. You guys hit that like button coming in. So this is our conspiracy channel. We talk about conspiracy theories. We talk about what people have seen or what they thought they may have seen. We talked about the mind, how sometimes the mind can play tricks on you and you thought you may have seen something you did not see. We talked about the reality of if there's aliens and all these different things, right? We talked about all of this. Arabia, thank you for that Cash App. So guys, we talked about all of this stuff last night. And I mean, I did not know that the show was going to go this well like it did last night. As you guys can see, I guess I can't go back to, let me see, go back. We got 122 subscribers, and we got, guys, on our first live, y'all, we got 238 views on our first live. On our first live, guys, we got 238 views. Last night, we were in here rocking. I mean, we were talking about it. I had so many smart people in here. A lot of people were, that's why I said, if you subscribe to this channel, you'll definitely see me in a different light over here, right? It's one thing when we're over on the other channel, we're having fun and, chopping it up and everything. But when we get over here, we're real serious and we talk about real things that are going on in the world, right? We were talking about they wanted, so tonight, I think, and going in tomorrow, we wanted to talk about nanobots. We talked about those chemtrails last night, which there's always more to talk about in those chemtrails. Um, we had somebody that brought up last night that they wanted us to dig into the horns that are being heard all around the world. Those of you that are deciding on this channel, it really is hard to get into conspiracy theory channels because of the simple fact that a lot of people add different elements to this. But as what everybody found out last night, that everything that I brought to the table was something that everybody could definitely relate to and say, that is absolutely correct. And this is exactly how we have been feeling, right? And I'm telling you, there's people, that live, I think, was 3.5 hours. The people that showed up in the beginning, a lot of them were there even after 3.5 hours because it was that crazy last night. It was that awesome. So it was just a hit the first night. It was just awesome. And so I say that I'm not trying to say the channel is just going to build steam and all this other stuff. Sometimes some channels can go slowly, but I'm still shocked and amazed how many subscribers we've gotten in 3 days. Actually, the channel's only been here for 3 days, right? Maybe 5 days max. Remember, we had to wait till they let us go live. We couldn't go live immediately. Hit that like button coming in. They also wanted to talk about the South Pole with that no-fly zone. We still are going to be talking about that. We're going to talk about that other continent that they have not told us about. We're going to be talking about stuff like that. Later into the channel, maybe a week or so from now, we're going to add crime into the channel. We talked a little bit about some crimes that are committed and the reason why these things happen, like people going into grocery stores and just, there's mass shootings and all the elements that go behind that. You said Barbie showed that she's a certified genius. Yeah, last night, it's like this right here is me. This is like the real me right here, how I am in my real life. So when you guys see me on the other channels, windmilling and fighting and having fun and stuff, that's just another side of me where I've gotten involved in a sector and my emotions and stuff is involved. And I know a lot of people for years over there. So we're all kind of fighting for each other. Yes, we talked about MK Ultra a little bit last night. They also said they want to talk about this Magic Johnson situation, about all of a sudden that he's cured and may perhaps be living in another country. The man who fell to earth is here. Yes, yes, yes. The man that fell to earth mentioned last night. We wanted to go over the horns all around the world, that noise that some people are hearing. So those of you, tonight, we're just going to kind of do like a quick live, but don't be fooled. It's going to be jam-packed full of information. But I really want everybody to put that first live that we did last night. That will give you the prelude to all the things that we will be talking about over here. We talked about voting, how it is a selection, not a election. They may make you guys get out here and vote for absolutely no reason. All of these countries are in on it. They are all in on these wars that are spoken about. They are behind closed doors, drinking beers together as if a war starts. They are watching thousands of people die. We talked about all of that last night. So as we talked to, mainly everybody kind of stayed on the subject a little bit about this Bigfoot issue and aliens. Everybody liked to talk about that. So we did cover that, and we still will continue to cover that. We're talking about how people's minds may see something that they thought they saw and they didn't, right? So we're going to progress into the next stages of this channel. We're going on our second night. Yes, we talked about Bigfoot last night, Brooklyn Lady Ellie. I knew our votes didn't count from the 2000. Exactly. So Thaddeus, if you go back through my last live that I just made last night, we were talking about how they found all of these ballots of these voters' ballots tossed in the trash somewhere, and how somebody found all these ballots and they need to do a recount and all that bullshit that they do, right? We talked about all of that. We went through all of that last night. So as we going through tonight, I know we're starting off awfully late over here. For me, it is 2 a.m. So I'm not going to stay. Uh, you guys are talking about Bigfoot. So my opinion on the Bigfoot thing, I was saying that I believe that there is no such thing as a Bigfoot at this point, because no one has come forward with any type of pictures or videos that we can actually say this is a for sure a sighting. But we did have one member in here last night that says that she swore to God that Bigfoot was in her very own backyard, right? So we went through that and we told her that it's impossible if he's in your backyard, because of the simple fact he's in another country and he's in another country and he's being sighted all around the world, right? So why has no one taken a screenshot of this Bigfoot person? Then remember, we talked about Bigfoot having family members. If some Bigfoot members are going astray, where are the kids? No one has ever seen a child like Bigfoot. All the pictures that we have ever seen is a blurry thing moving in the distance, and it's shadowy, or the video is all fucked up and everything else. And then somebody said, oh, the government is hiding it. And it's like, no, evidently they're not doing a good job hiding it, because people all around the world, Alaska, in Sweden, in the United States, in Canada, everybody's saying they're seeing Bigfoot, but yet not one goddamn person has brought any fucking pictures forward, right? Then we talked about with all these people having weapons. We've got gang members with weapons. We've got homeowners with weapons. We got police officers with weapons. We got freaking kids running around with weapons, and nobody shot nobody yet. Come on, make it make sense to me. Nobody has shot a Bigfoot yet and said, gotcha, gotcha. All right. Woo! The news channel, get out here. Look at this. I shot him. He's in my backyard. None of that's happened yet. So all I'm saying is you have to go with what makes sense in your mind. You have to go with what makes sense in your mind. The latter will say there's no such thing, because here we are 500 years later and people are still saying they're seeing Bigfoot, and nobody's come up with any fucking thing yet. Nobody's come up with any fucking thing. The same thing with the goddamn aliens. We talked about that shit last night for like an hour, about the government having an alien locked in a room somewhere and never be seen before footage. And there's a little thing in the corner and he's like, barely talking. Bunch of bullshit. I need one person. We need one person out of the freaking 7 point something fucking billion people on this goddamn earth to get one freaking clear video or one freaking live feed of an alien walking around distraught because his fucking plane crashed some goddamn where, or his freaking saucer just went down in the Nevada desert, or it went down in freaking Argentina somewhere, or freaking Japan. Well, we need one freaking person to go freaking live. We got freaking Facebook Live. We got YouTube Live. We've got Instagram Live. And not one fucking person goes, oh my God, look at this thing falling out of the sky. And oh my God, there's a strange creature coming out. Run. We don't have nothing like that. We don't have any evidence of the sort. So that's what I'm saying. You have to get your mind right. You have to get your mind together and say, what makes more sense? What makes more sense? That there's aliens here on Earth and the government is hiding them from us? That is a bunch of freaking BS. You can't hide something for 100 freaking years that's active and alive. It's insane. And guys, we have the technology. They have those technologies out at Area 51 and Area 52. Remember, we said we're going to talk about Area 52. Put the shocked faces in the fucking chat. We're going to talk about Area 52. They want you to focus on Area 51 because the real shit is happening at Area fucking 52. And all of it is a bunch of junk that they got planned, and all the chemicals and all the crap that they're putting in the air, all that crap's over there. They're over there building AI technology over there. There is no freaking real alien just walking around and just waiting to be seen. You said that's why they don't want anyone near 51. Your ass will get sniped the minute they touch their soil. Right, but that is a crock of crap. They want you to focus like there's like a freaking golden temple in there or something, full of aliens dancing around and shit. Like, do, 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 we're having fun. Do, do. They want you to think there's some freaking big party going around and there's a big freaking big golden statue. They're trying to make you focus so much on Area 51 when they got all of the criminal activities and shit going on over there at Area 52. There is no freaking aliens. Aliens was brought up to distract. You say, oh, well, the aliens are demons and they're demons. That may very well be, but I ain't never seen no real demon walking around. Now, people that get on meth, people that put meth, a drug that alters your mind. If you get on a drug that alters your mind, then yes, you're going to see something crazy like a demon or a simulation or something that's not true or not real. So all of this garbage about, oh, it's then the aliens are demons. Well, if they are, then they're bounded in hell right now. They ain't here right now because I guarantee you, if any one of you guys saw a real demon, you would be white right now. You would turn white and pass the fuck out. You would be in a nut house somewhere if you saw a real demon. So all this crap about, oh, it's just demons that people are seeing and this and this and this. No, it's not. All this crap that they're putting in the chemtrails and in our food, some of this stuff can alter your mind. They did a study. There's people that have come forward and said the chemtrails have stuff in it that alters your mind. It causes you to overreact and to overthink because they want to control you. It's all mind control. They want you to believe that there's an alien or something. They want you to constantly keep looking in the skies as they're practicing with their different jets and all these what do you call those cool things that they have over those not the jets that zip in and out, the little, I can't think of what they are. With all the technology we have, of course you're going to look up in the sky and see a fucking light that you've never seen before and zip in and zip out. What the fuck you think this is? We got freaking phones where we could talk to people in a freaking another country. You mean to tell me all the holograph stuff that we have, all the holograms that they use, they did it in China. They put a big sun hologram up and everybody thought it was the real sun. They can put anything into the skies. They can have everybody tripping and focused on one thing. All it takes is one person. On the subject of guns, Barbie, my nephew friend was shot and killed last night in Columbus, Georgia. Ooh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Ooh, that's going to be it. We won't be talking about that too often right now. That's a sensitive subject for you. Yep, we know about the mind control. We know about, and I tell people they are actually in mind control too. Oh, he was only 17. Damn it. Damn it. Yep. So we wanted to talk about that. Mind control. Mind control is being used on you too. This is not just for the celebrities. Part of that mind control is getting you to get out there and vote and making it think that your vote counts and your vote matters. We talked about that last night. We talked about how all the mysterious things happen when it's time to freaking get your votes in and ballots in and all these freaking stupid ass recounts. All of this crap is meant to keep your attention. It says with the rabbit with the riches here. Those of you that missed last night, we were on fire last night for 3.5 hours. A lot of the people that came in here last night stayed with us to the top of the show, almost to the end of the show. This is a different side of me that you guys do not know about, right? Because we're in another sector and we're having fun and all that. But this is another side of sector of me that you guys don't know about. I know about the other continent that they have out there that they have not told us about. I know what is going on over there in that South Pole no-fly zones. All of that stuff we will be covering, all of this stuff over here on this channel. You said you have a video of 2 suns and 20. Right. We also talked about how we actually have 2 suns. We have 2 suns. We have 2 moons. But they don't tell you all of this stuff, right? They don't tell us all of this. NASA is not real. NASA is a joke. We talked about NASA last night for a little while. All it is a way to get your money. They're a bunch of crooks and a bunch of criminals. You mean to fucking tell me that we cannot freaking figure out what's in the sky and we got freaking phones? You can take a picture of the freaking moon with your phone and see the goddamn craters on the freaking moon. But no one has a clear picture yet of a freaking alien? Get the fuck out of here. Stop that garbage. And then, oh, we found a bag of ballot votes in the trash. We found 250,000 votes in a trash bag. Like some bum just found all these votes overnight. If they were really in if the government was really trying to hide something, we talked about that last night, that they would actually go and burn those votes. Why throw it in a dumpster for people to find it? And see, none of this stuff makes sense. NASA is using CGI images, confuse us, and keep us away from the truth. Exactly. They've been lying to us. And then the crap about we cannot go back to the moon. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? So you guys went to the moon freaking 40 freaking 50 years ago. You went to the freaking moon, and now all of a sudden you can't go back? If you guys don't wake the crap up, hit that freaking like button. So all these people, oh, we've been to the moon. Listen, they're telling you to your face that they never went the first time. Because they said, oh, well, we don't know how to go. We don't know how to get back there. Huh? Huh? So you figured out how to get there freaking 40, 50 years ago? But with all the technology we have now, you just all of a sudden don't know the recipe? The fuck out of here. It doesn't make sense to me. All of a sudden you don't know how to get back there? That's when I just said, all right, I'm not even going to read up anymore. You know, when we're all reading and trying to learn, go, oh man, you know, did we go to the moon? Did we not? Let me go read this conspiracy. Let me go read this. But the moment I actually heard with my own fucking ears them say, well, we don't know how to get back there. Huh? I mean, it's like, make this make sense for me. If you can't make this make sense for me, then stop playing with me. It is insane. And when they send those spaceships up in the sky, they go right back down into the Florida Ocean. Remember, we're also going to talk about the Bermuda Triangle. But remember, I told you guys there was another Bermuda Triangle in the Great Lakes. All these Bermuda Triangle stories about all these things missing and these big whirlpools of these oceanic waters that are sucking up things that are causing changes in the air. They also have one in Michigan, in the Great Lakes. That is called the Second Bermuda Triangle. I know I'm sick of SpaceX and Elon Musk and those motherfuckers rattling my... She died after she started talking about the medical systems. The Russians are the first to go to the moon, but they couldn't get back to Earth. What about the moon? Exactly. They set them up. They knew that equipment wasn't ready to go up there. When all those teachers and stuff died on there, they knew the equipment wasn't ready, and the thing exploded. And all of it, where was I? Think I was in freaking middle school or something, watching freaking people die live on TV. Freaking, oh yay, spaceship going up in the air, woohoo! And the freaking thing burst on freaking live TV, and we're going, what? All of this stuff, all of these lies that have been laid before us for all of our lives. They've been doing this before our parents were here. They have been planning the NWO this whole time. They have been planning the Great Reset this whole damn time. We talked about those Georgia Guidestones last night. Yes, I know about the Georgia Guidestones. If you read the Georgia Guidestones, the plans are there. The plans are there of what they are planning to do with you and your children and your children's children. The government is going to replace all identification and debit and credit cards with the implant microchip. If you look, okay, I'm going to give you guys an insight on that real quick. If you look at your credit cards right now, you know the tap and go? You see that little gold box on your credit card? That's what the credit cards will look like before they start putting the chip in people. It'll be made of gold, that little bitty piece, and they're going to want you to put that part into your skin so you don't. Yeah, they said someone blew up the Georgia Guidestones. Right, and they're just going to build it right back. Just like the man that took his truck and plowed it into the Georgia Guidestone. Just like the man that threw paint all over it. They're just, what happens is that is all a psyop. No one really did that, man, who fell to earth. They did it. They did it to let people know, yoo-hoo, we're over here. We need more attention about these Georgia Guidestones. No one actually no maniac just out of the blue just drove. Now, maybe someone throwing paint, but no maniac just out of the blue just runs into a freaking 3-ton freaking Mac freaking wall for no freaking reason. They set it up so it can be in the news. Why? Because they want us to read it and look at it and bring awareness to it. It's all about control. It's all about controlling your thoughts, controlling your emotions, getting you to become aware of the disgusting inscription that is written on those Georgia Guidestones. I think it is like in 50 different languages. You live 10 miles from the Georgia Guidestones? Yeah, all of that is a psyop. They set all of that up. No one in their right mind just went over there and had plenty of time to set up all these detonators, right? So think about it. If you put up tons and tons of things like that, remember, this is from the secret societies. They have all the money in the world. And you mean to tell me there's no cameras out there? So they had all these people had time to go doop, 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 sneak into the area where the Georgia Guidestones and then set up all these detonators and all this stuff. Get the fuck out of here. You guys got me fucked up. No, there is no such thing as somebody, oh man, they blew up the Georgia Guide. No, they blew up their own Georgia Guidestones. Because there would be no, after what's already happened in the past, they threw paint. In the past, a big truck just ran into it and ran part of it down. They would have cameras set up by now. So then the camera showed a man in a dark figure, right? A dark figure running through. I mean, it's like, stop this shit. Nobody is that stupid. They had cameras, but it's strange that there's no angle to see it. Right, because it's their inside job. It's their inside job. We did talk about Masons last night, but we talked about the levels of Masonry. I said that I would never speak on what the highest level is that 33, what you have to do to become a 33. But some of you guys may have Masons in your families, but that does not mean that they are devil worshipers, right? Some of you guys may have Eastern Stars in your family or Masons, but that does not mean they're devil worshiper. There's levels to this shit, right? Like people said, there's levels to this. I know what they have to do at level to become a level 33. All of these celebrities that you see have done it. Don't let any of these celebrities fool you and say, well, no, I'm trying to help you guys. Remember, we talked about the black and the white and the opposition. Remember, we talked about all of that stuff last night, right? How they try to get you to think that you got one hero that's going to help reveal all the madness that is happening in Hollywood, right? It's all BS. They are all sworn to secrecy. If they talk, their family members will be killed and they will be killed. So all of this crap about, they were talking about the who was it last night? The Alex Jones, when he went into the Bohemian Grove, right? Where the Moloch is, where he somehow quickly got his phone up to kind of record what was going on in the Bohemian Grove, as there was a child screaming in the background, and they basically wanted to say, here's this video of what you guys knew all along that was going on, right? All of this sacrifice was going on. We've got All this garbage is nothing but a bunch of lies. They love it when you guys are trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong. They love it when you guys are trying to figure out, oh no, we've got Alex Jones and Joe Rogan and all these people are actually helping us. No, that's what they want. So then in the future, when they're good and done with them, they're going to have Joe Rogan or whoever else these people are arrested and put in jail somewhere. And then you're going to be looking crazy going, huh? They control the world. They control everything. And why am I saying this? All of these are groups on top of groups on top of groups. All of them are tiers. The number one tier at the very top that is controlling everything is called the Luciferian Church. It's called the Luciferian Church. You better believe it. The 33 degree is deeper than what we think. The Boule is connected to the elite family of the world. Rothschild, Morgan, L something family, etc. All pushing agendas, right? They all have the same bloodline. We talked about that last night. You cannot be a president of the United States without having the same bloodline. They're all in it together. There is no Democratic and Republican crap. And oh well, look at who you guys voted for. No, we called that last night. We went over it, how it's called the selection, not the election. There is no such thing as election. It's the selection. They already know who they're going to put in there. They want you to make you feel like you have a hero for 4 years and then you have a dumb president for the next 4 years. They like this shit so that they can blame it on the public. Remember we talked about this last night? So they can blame it on you and say, see, look, it's all y'all fault. You guys are the one that voted Biden in. Now look where the fucking country is. Look where the fucking country is. It's the people's fault. And then we're at home going, oh man, we shouldn't have voted for this and that. And oh, I told you not to vote. You know, we're all up in arms and everybody's yelling at each other about who they voted for. Because they want you to bear the burden. They love to see this shit because we're nothing to them. We are nothing to them. If we don't have that blood like they got it, we're nothing. We're their toys. Remember the Georgia Guidestones. They want us all dead. They want us all dead. They don't want us here. Remember, their objective is there's too many people on the planet, right? Right. So even whether you voted for him or not, it really doesn't fucking matter, right? Because they're already going to pick who they want to be the president. But this does not mean because your grandfather or your father was a Mason that they knew that the highest level was Luciferian. That does not mean that. There's levels to it. You could be a Mason for 10, 15 years and never even get to level 10 or 12 and still have no clue what their real intentions are. That's why they have secret rooms and secret lodges and secret rituals and things that they do. The higher you go up into the level and what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. And to get to that level 33, you guys would be shocked and amazed. If you guys knew what they did to get to level 33, the whole world would turn on them. You guys would run and go burn Hollywood down if you knew what they did to get there. They will always tell you the truth in some of these movies. We talked about that last night. These movies that they show us, they will always give you a glimpse in the future and what things are going to be looking like, right? And then sometimes they make some of these movies so we can panic, right? So we can constantly live in fear and worrying what's next, right? They don't want your mind sharp. They don't want you calling out their bullshit, right? They don't want you calling them out. They want you to be dumbed down as possible. We talked about them now making the comics DC thing. Now with the Joker is now pregnant. In the cartoon DC, Joker is now pregnant. And they're laughing about saying, oh, I think you're pregnant. All of these images that they're putting into your children's minds, all of these images that they're putting into your mind. I always thought the president elections was actually based on who could depopularize, kill the most people, almost like whatever can kill the most humans. Who win? I'm not worried because I have faith. That's actually what's going to happen. Burn Hollywood down and all these corrupt agencies. Kobe knows that I can't believe I'm agreeing with Arabia. Yep, we elect and they select. Yep. And actually, your vote does not count. Get over it. Carl Belton is here. Boxing Mama 365 is here, or Boxing MMA 365 is here. I thought I said Boxing Mama. Sean Kitchen is here. You guys hit that like button coming in. If you guys need to get caught up with what's going on in this channel, within 5 days, we got 122 subscribers. Our first video that we dropped last night was 238 views. It was a 3-hour video about conspiracy. It was so good that people stuck around for 3 hours all night long from the top of the show down to the bottom, because what we're talking about over here is real stuff, real things. We're talking about the simulations. We're talking about holograms and things like that they're putting in front of us so that they can fool the masses of people at some point. You said dig a little deeper, people. Dig deep, please. Don't fall. Oh, last night, Arabia, we went crazy. Last night, we went crazy. So all of this stuff, yeah, you said I got to check out the DC. I don't even know if as a man looking at it, you might just be like, what the fuck is going on here? Seeing the Joker pregnant was just like, huh? It was like, what are they doing? Someone has to fight evil for us. They are after our pigmentation. Melanin is the most valuable periodic asset. They asked John McCain, what do you think is rich? He said maybe $5 million. F out of here. They live in another reality. So part of that reason why they are putting the chemtrails and all the things in the air, they don't want us to see what's on the other side, right? We talked a little bit about flat earth on the other channel. There are some flat earthers in here. There are some round earthers in here. Some people believe the world is flat. Some believe it's round. That particular subject, I don't think that we're going to change anybody's mind, right? If you believe the world is flat, you're going to continue to believe the world is flat. There's nothing that someone's going to do that's going to change your mind. Right? But I said at the end of the day, if the world is flat or round, it doesn't fucking matter. What the fuck are you going to do with that information if they find out the world is flat or round? What the fuck are you going to do? You're still going to go to work tomorrow. You're still going to take your kids to the fucking game. You're still going to do whatever it is. Oh, no, the world is flat and I'm going to prove it. Ah! And you're going crazy and wasting all this goddamn time looking online, trying to find out if the world's flat or round, and the whole world is just passing you by. That's insanity to me. That's insane. What the hell are you going to do about it? And people say, oh, no, Barbie, but it's going to reveal a lot of things. Reveal what? Is it going to change anything? It's not going to change a goddamn thing. The grocery store is going to be open tomorrow. The grocery store is going to be open tomorrow, people. Whether somebody says, okay, we have solid evidence here, people. The world is this, that, or the world is a fucking square. The world is a freaking triangle. What the fuck are you going to, you're not going to do anything. You're going to go to Kroger tomorrow and go get the shit that you need for your family. You ain't going to do a goddamn thing about it. So stop wasting time online fighting with people, whether the world is flat, round, square, rectangle. Barbie girl, do you think it's by design that every time they put out hot topics, news, celebrity, death, relationships, that we all jump on and report it? I'm seeing exactly. They want to keep us distracted as much as possible, right? Now, I'm not going to take away from every death and say that It's oh, they're trying to get our distract. I'm not going to say that, but we do have to start looking at why are all these killings happening. We got to start looking at why are all these things happening. How is it that it's possible every time we turn around with people using these AR-15s and going to speak that they just cannot simply say no more automatic switches or no more automatic weapons in this country? Are they still going to continue to kill people? Yes, but at least it's not in mass numbers. At least not in you said Barbie girl. Facts, Barbie girl. Even though I think it's flat, exactly. There's going to be some people in here that are just going to just never. They're never going to give up, right? They're not. They're not going to. It ain't happening. Or some people that thought it was round all along, and then they went to some fucking seminar or some freaking teaching somewhere, and they said, "No, listen to me. The world is this," and you're like, "Oh." So there's nothing that's going to change that oh moment for that person. But even if you think the world is flat or not, it's not going to change a goddamn thing. So stop worrying about that crap. And then the whole thing that the world is inside of a globe and we're inside of a freaking like a snow globe and that there's a glass ceiling and all this stupid shit. What the fuck are you going to do anyway? If there is a glass ceiling, say, oh, it's the firmament. They talk about this, it's the firmament. Even the Bible mentions it. So there's got to be a glass ceiling. Now, I will tell you this, part of the Luciferian church, they believe that they're going to break this glass ceiling one day. So I don't know if you guys want to be into that section. I don't know if you want to be in that section or not, but that's what the Luciferians believe. They believe that eventually they're going to what they call is crack the ceiling, break through the glass, through this firmament, right? That's the Luciferians' teachings. They believe that they can make this happen, right? Either freaking way, what the fuck are you going to do when you break it? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? You got plans? I mean, tell us about it. That's why I said none of it makes sense. And guys, yes, hopefully by the next show, we'll have that new Nightbot in here. So all of this crap about people sitting around for hours arguing over whether it's flat or round, or there's a ceiling, there's a glass ceiling, and the Luciferians are teaching that we're going to break through the ceiling one day and the glass and all this stupid crap. Everybody's sitting around for hours talking about nonsense when they're not going to do anything with the freaking information. Exactly. Inflation is out of freaking control. But they want us to worry about what's going on in Hollywood. They want us to go worry about who the next rapper is dead while they continue to raise the price of freaking milk and freaking eggs. And guess what? We could control all of this stuff, but we're not. Everybody's too busy online trying to find out if the world is freaking flat or if it's freaking round while you go to the goddamn grocery store and pay $7 for a thing of eggs. It is insane. That's why sitting around arguing, you guys had better not find yourself in the near future sitting around arguing with people about stupid crap that you perhaps are never, ever going to be able to prove. Are you a fucking astronomer? Did you freaking get your freaking degree in freaking spaceology? Go sit your tail down somewhere and get your freaking life together. So all of this stupid crap, and then people are arguing over the Bible and arguing over religion. Oh, and this God is who you should worship, and that God. Little do people know, whatever God you worship on the inside, that is your God. And whether you want to believe in Jesus or Muhammad, I know we have a lot of Muslims in here. We do have some Christians in here. Keep whatever you believe. Don't sit and argue with people about your religion. If you feel like you went to a service somewhere, whether it's a mosque or a church or wherever, and you felt like you felt the presence of a God in your life, then that's your faith. Don't sit around arguing with nobody over this stuff. Dr. Nikki, how did you get over here? Dr. Nikki, what are you doing? Dr. Nikki, this is my serious channel. This is me talking about conspiracy theories and how the world works and everything. And look, Dr. Nikki found me over here. Dr. Nikki, we've been over here this since last night and tonight, and talking about conspiracy theories. We're going to be moving into crime really soon, but we're trying to get people's minds in the right direction about voting and things like that. How, just all of that. So you said you subbed a few nights ago. Yes, if you guys ever don't have anything to do, you're just washing dishes or something, play that video from last night that we did. That'll kind of let you know everything that we're doing on this channel. Okay, Mike Simmons says, I'm a flat earther, but I wouldn't waste my time trying to convince you how to draw a straight line on this motherfucker. Right. So those of you that are flat earthers, believe in whatever you want, but don't make it your freaking lifestyle. Don't run around here thinking that you know something that no one else knows. That is ridiculous. And for all you know, all of us are wrong. So all this garbage, well, explain this and explain that. It's all a bunch of nonsense to keep everybody distracted, right? To keep us distracted from what we really should be doing, and that's putting our freaking foot down with the government, with all these inflation prices and all these weird tragedies and things that they set before us, so that we can keep freaking, oh my God, we're so worried. Why are you so freaking worried about whether the earth is flat or round? What the fuck are you doing with your life? Get over it. And no, your vote doesn't count. It is called a selection, not the election. Go cry into a pillow if you have to. Get over that crap and realize that they run everything. We have no say so. We are nothing to these people. We are nothing to the elites. We are nothing. I have 2 Benzes, a house car. I have red bottoms, every fancy thing in the world, but we're still nothing to these people. Oh, you said I sure did. I remember I was the one that told you had need 50 subs. I know we got the channel like 5 days ago, and then they wanted me to wait like a period before I go live, like a time period and all this other stuff. Why do politicians make so much? Because they decide they're right. They're all in the same circle. Remember, they're all in this together. There is no such thing as Republican. There is no such thing as Democratic. All that crap is just a bunch of divisional tools to keep everybody thinking about all the wrong things as they continue to do whatever it is that their plan is with those Georgia Guidestones. And what the ultimate thing is they want is that Luciferian church to rise as they slowly keep pushing these agendas all around us. So what we were talking about, we were talking about, so if you guys want to somebody said they want to talk about the Magic Johnson situation. All of a sudden they're saying Magic Johnson is perhaps cured of AIDS and has moved to another country. I mean, as we watch the news, or I know people say, oh no, with AIDS you can live longer now, and he's just happened to have good doctors. So I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on about it. Yeah, we did talk about Scientology last night. We talked about Scientology last night. We talked about the insane religion that is, that you are supposed to live 7,500 freaking years. Okay, Draco. Right. The stupid crap about the freaking Scientology crap is that you give all of your money to them and your children work as slaves and help them build building after building. Huh? Insanity to me. How do you join a freaking thing where you have to give your whole paycheck to, and then your children become slaves and work, and they don't get fed but minimum food every day because that mind control, right? The children are learned, they teach them young how to build, and how, which is, that's a great thing to teach them, but they have to keep it within their community. It is insane to me. And when people say that oh, you're in a cult, you're in a cult. No, those people are in a real cult. People should stop trying to destroy the world instead of and start restoring the world. Sounds like a cult to me. I think he never had it. I don't know what that means. Right? There's something. Listen, if there's a man that is telling you that you're going to live 7,500 years, then you're insane. Then you're insane. You're not going to live. And then they say, but your spirit is all this stupid crap. All of this stupid crap. And give your whole paycheck to us and live here on this segmented part. You have to live within the compounds, and your children have to build. You guys know how many buildings those young people have made in Scientology? All the buildings that have made by Scientologists are from the younger people to the older people. They work 24/7 building their own buildings, which is cool, but it's taken away from their whole life. If you make it to 100, feel blessed. At this point, even if you make it to 100, you're not even going to know the people around you. All the chemicals and stuff they put in everybody's foods. Everybody's getting Alzheimer's at the freaking age of 60 and 70s. And if you do make it to 90, you'll just be laying in the bed somewhere and people changing your diaper. And you won't even know who's coming in the room and who's coming out. I mean, right up the street from where I live, they have a whole new thing that just opened up called Alzheimer's care. I'm like, huh? And it's the most biggest, massive building I've ever seen in my life. I'm going, what the? And it's like an elite, like freaking fancy place for your family members to live in because they have Alzheimer's. I'm like, damn. I'm like, these people are living good over here. Shit. Like, damn. It's like, what the crap? So remember, we had no issues with heart disease as of 60 years ago. As of 60 years ago, they didn't even have a think about it, guys, there is a heart disease freaking hotline to call. There is a freaking heart disease center you can call. There is a heart disease foundation. More people are dying of heart disease than anything else. But 50, 60 years ago, there was not barely anybody with having heart disease. Make it make sense. They're trying to kill us. Any thoughts on reincarnation? Me personally, I don't believe in reincarnation. Some people did talk to we all did talk to each other last night about some people saying that they believe that you can be living another life again or a simulation. Some people believed in that. But me personally, I believe that either, this is just my opinion. This is why I don't talk about religion over here from my beliefs. But I think as you guys get to know me, you guys will eventually know that I believe that there's a heaven and a hell, right? And either you're going to go to straight one or the other. That's just my opinion. Now, somebody else might have a different opinion, and that's fine. Some people believe that there's only purgatory. Some people believe that you come back as a goddamn butterfly. What the fuck is that all about? So you come back as a butterfly so somebody can squish you? I mean, what the? I mean, if you're gonna be reincarnated, I'd rather just wait. Because what are you gonna come back as, a frog or a cat or something? Come on, that doesn't freaking make any freaking sense to me. But like I said, I definitely don't want to put my input on it. I want you guys to have your input on what you guys feel. And if you believe in reincarnation, y'all know, have you ever heard when somebody said, I mean, I'm not trying to be funny because I've done it too, y'all. When somebody in your family dies, you go, oh my God, that's her. She's the butterfly. Hi, you know, like, or that's her. Oh my God, this blue bird came up to the window and I just really feel like that was my auntie. And it's like, huh? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny if any of y'all done that. I really not. I'm laughing because if you think about it, remember, we're talking about how to operate your mind on a decision-making level of what makes more sense to you. Does it make sense to you that your family member has come back as a butterfly or a fucking bird to go live out in the freaking cold in the freaking wilderness? I mean, let's really make it make sense here. Now, do I believe our spirit, the spirit of our heritage, the spirit of our people lives within us? Sometimes we get that spirit that rises up in us from our family members that were here before us. It is called DNA. So they do live within us. You do take pieces of that DNA from years ago to build who you are today. So part of my grandmother's in me or my grandmother's grandmother, all of that. So when you feel an unction in your spirit or an unction in your soul, that you feel like you get this great strength, you say, you know, I think that my grandmother's looking over me or watching over me. Part of that's because you're part of their DNA and their spirit has gone on. But that spirit, that DNA, all of that is still within you. But I'm going to just, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, they come back as prey. Yo, I swear to God, one time I saw this bird and I was like, maybe that's, you know, our aunt, you know, we were all at a family thing, right? And this bird just came over and flew. We're like, oh my God, it's so weird that the bird would get so close to humans. This is our auntie. One of my sisters said that. It wasn't me, y'all. I didn't say nothing like that. That was one of my sisters. And she, the one sister that said it, she's the one that's always thinking way too much, right? And I'm going, Auntie Janice? Auntie Janice, you're a bluebird now, honey? Right. You come back as a roach or some shit. What the fuck is this all about? You come back as a pig? Right. You know, one time we had a bird that was tapping at our window, and the natives, the people that the original natives that lived here before whatever happened, they said that the tapping on the window means that a loved one is telling you to beware or that something bad might be coming. They're trying to warn you, right? We had a bird tapping at the freaking window one time, and I was like, oh my God. And even with me, I still was falling for it. I was like, oh shit, there's a bird at the window and he keeps fucking tapping on the goddamn window. Oh my God, somebody's gonna die in the family. What is it? So we learn all of these things, right? And some of this stuff gets in our subconscious mind, right? And so when we see these things, we start freaking out. Girl, I'm still trying to get over across they're coming to get eat up. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Barbie girl, you're gonna make a comeback as a frog. You're gonna come back as a frog and need to kiss a prince to be a woman again. What? I mean, have you ever heard of a loved one that died and think they went to hell? Yeah, everybody said they want to talk about that over here too. About people said that they've had like a near-death experience and they saw hell or they saw heaven. You know, all of that could also be things coming in from the subconscious mind, right? So yeah, when the use of that bird should throw the damn bread, I'm starving out here. Come to find out, I think the bird came back to the nest and was wondering where his fucking nest was. And he was like, what the fuck did y'all do with my nest? He was mad. I don't want the ancestors rising up at the wrong time. Y'all, we can't make this shit up over here, y'all. I mean, but let's just really think about this. So those of you guys that are believing in reincarnation, all that stuff, it's just like, just let's go with what makes more sense, right? Let's just leave your family member resting, okay? Let's not make them turn into a bird or a fucking butterfly that flies by and you go, oh my God, that's Jenny. Oh my God, look at her go. And then all of a sudden the fucking frog jumps out of nowhere and sucks them up. Oh my God, that's Janice. Also a frog. So yeah. If you fall for the Santa Claus shit, then they'll be trying to teach you anything. I don't think anybody over here believes in Santa Claus anymore. But originally, the Santa Claus is from the devil, right? You guys all know that. That is a holiday. I know we still celebrate it because family does it and all that. And yeah, we'll have to stand before the Lord one day and answer to that. I know. But yep, the Santa Claus is really a demonic type of thing, a devil. We can talk about that another time. Yo, who was it over here? Agent Smith last night said he wanted to talk about what's going on in Neptune. Agent Smith said he wanted to talk about what's going on in Neptune. I said, Steven, if you don't go sit your butt down, tell about what's going on with Neptune. I was like, boy. I never believed. I believed in him when I was younger. Said I never believed in Santa. Well, I did. We used to put the little cookies out, and guess what? For the kids. I mean, I know people are gonna say no. You just put your foot down and don't even let your kids get involved. I know, and people say about the same thing about Halloween, and oh, if you dress up for Halloween, then you're practicing the Satan rituals. I know. I was Little Red Riding Hood one year just recently. One year I went as a cat and all this other stuff. So I mean, we all we all still celebrate some of these holidays, but it is part of our lives. It takes a real big shift and turn in your life for you to cut all of these holidays off, right? As the rest of our families are celebrating Christmas and how it's just a little hard. You say yes, and everyone knows it's a pagan holiday. I think, we kind of know. But at the end of the day, the way I look at it is like, how do we know it's exactly on that day? How do we know it's exactly on that day? Maybe they're off by 12 hours or something, or off. How do you feel about dinosaurs? Just recently I started thinking about the dinosaurs. Of course, growing up, we were all told that there was dinosaurs, so we all believed it, and they dig up all these bones and put them together and put them in a museum. The only thing that I don't think I like is where they're saying that we're getting fuel or gas or fossil fuel from these bones of these dinosaurs, and we're getting their pieces of their body and their liquid, and that's what's giving us gas to drive our cars. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else feels about what's up with this metaverse. Were you going to be able to upload your brain? Virtual reality on the rise. Yeah, I think in 20, 30 years from now, all you got to do is just get a chip and you just plug yourself in and you're off in another little world somewhere. Yep. But that's a little bit further. But that gold that on your credit card, that gold little square on your credit card, that's the little tap to pay button. Those of you, if you look at your credit card, that little thin gold button, that's about the size that the credit card will be in the future before they introduce and put it into your skin. Some people are calling it the mark of the beast. Look, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I'm not letting them put anything into my skin. I don't like needles as it is. I'm not letting them put anything in my skin. So they're just gonna have to what they will do in the end is they will take your head off if you don't comply. In the future, when they go to put these implants and stuff in you, if you don't comply, they will have you lined up and they will have the guillotine ready for you. Either you get this thing injected into you or you get the guillotine. You guys know all that's coming. But I say I don't want to take any chances. Just go ahead and give me the guillotine then, because I'm not going to let you put something in my skin like that. I wasn't born with it in my skin, so why do I fucking need it? So they want to put something in your vein, like this freaking rice chip like thing in your veins, and help you unlock the door to your house and all this dumb shit. I mean, what's wrong with sticking a key into a door? I mean, you can change your channel of your TV. I mean, with the thing on your arm, it's just like, bro, really? It's like, I know we're using remote controls, but that's about as far as I'll go. Real talk, being reincarnated is just a bad idea right now. These gas prices and food prices set up better off stay where you are at, right? I never told my kids that there was a Santa, so they knew it was no Santa Claus. that if they be good and mommy and daddy will buy me this. Yeah, everybody has their own way. My daughter knows that I'm her Santa Claus. I refuse to let her believe that BS. Every each is its own. I just think that if you do have Santa Claus introduced as your children are young and growing up, I think you just use the right time to pull it back and let them know that, hey, you're gonna figure this out, and just go, there's no Santa, whatever. I mean, I was fine. I was fine. They had us believing in Santa, we're kids and all that. And look at how I turned out. I'm fine. I'm fine. I turned out fine, guys. So I think your kids are gonna be fine, just as long as you don't have them like in high school still, which they won't be anyway. They won't be anyway. So I think we shouldn't wonder how or why and just enjoy being here, but that's getting boring. I don't know what that's all about. Murder by numbers, as easy as 1, 2, 3, song by the Police. Are there hidden messages in music? Absolutely. There's always going to be hidden messages in everything. Hidden messages are on our money. If you take your money and look at it, we can go through all the steps of what are all the hidden plans and futuristic agendas and all the societies. We can look at, just take your $1 bill, your $5 bill, your $10 bill. Everything is in the money. All of this, these innuendos, these codes, all of this stuff is in the money. All the symbols and signs are there. Barbie girl president for 2020. You guys know, one time I was at this real ritzy party. I think I already told the story on my other channel, but I was at this real ritzy party, and we walked in and we were just having fun and stuff, and we all kind of got to talking. As you guys can see what type of person I am, kind of talking like kind of some things going on in the world and everything. And the lady was like, "You need to run for mayor." And somebody else was like, "Yes, I think she would be great." And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, just let me wear my red bottoms. I'm fine. I just happen to have some things in my head, but let me wear my fancy glitzy shoes and be cute. I was like, running for mayor? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Pictures a big country motherfucker like me sitting on Santa's lap asking for all the shit I knew wasn't getting. Mike Simmons. We're talking about children. You said it is. I worked with a guy, and every time and IIWIS, he said, until it's not. What the fuck is going on? There's a hidden messages and numbers too. You guys are so funny. But notice how everything will end on a 33, right? Everything will end on a 33, right? So you guys want to get just one pure example. So pay attention real close here. And if you guys come here to hear mind-altering things, here's one thing that you're going to hear that is mind-altering. Okay, so we know that they say the police officers are involved with Mason work, and some of them are Masons and all that. Not saying that they're devil worship, not all, because they haven't even gotten to those levels, right? Remember, there's degrees. So, but the magical number for the police and everything else is that number 33, right? You guys know the show. You guys know the show Cops. And remember how they retired the show? They retired the show after 33 years, of course, because they had to represent the number 33. Right. So Cops was canceled after 33 years, right? The show was around forever, right? So they canceled it right at that number 33. Not saying that all cops are, no, I'm not saying that. There's some cops that get into it and be like, have no clue what's going on in the bigger sort of things. But it's all linked together, right? So Dorothy's like, she's like, I've got cops in my family. Not to say that they don't know anything. Just like if you have Masons in your family, they will never see some of the stuff that really goes on the higher you go up. They won't never see it. So it's not like, we're saying these people all are devil worshipers. There's degrees to that. Sean Kitchen said he's still listening. The government versus hip hop. Huh? What are you talking about? You talking about back when Eazy-E and all of them put out that music? I mean, very true, Relic. When keeping it real goes wrong. I saw Cops where he tackled this woman and she fell on the knife. Jesus. What in the world? You said, yep, think about it. I mean, it's that would be versus everything, right? It would be the government versus everybody. The government isn't just focused in on hip hop only. They're focused on everybody. They use, hip hop is used, especially now, hip hop is used to manipulate, and to give people the grandeur life of living delusions of grandeur, that you could be this celebrity with just coming up with making the music and all this other stuff. So it's not only just hip hop, it's everything. It's black versus white. It's everything. It's not skin color, black and white. I'm talking about the yin, the yang. It's everything. Trust me, they have tapped into everything that we do and everything that keeps us up. They've gotten us down into our vitamins. Remember, these vitamins that everybody's taking, all of these vitamins, they have already done a study that these vitamins really don't do anything for you. So now, if you're getting into the omegas and things like that, the omega things, I would say, yeah, but you'd have to take a freaking hundreds of those omega pills, right? Everything's just in the food. So I don't do vitamins or anything like that, because I know that it doesn't do anything. It's a man-made replica of what should be in our food. So why would you take a pill to versus just eating the right thing? It doesn't, if anything, it may be damaging your health for all we know, right? You said it's still on the special Fox. Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna show all of the episodes from back then, but they retired that show. And that's why they have the live PD show now, where everything is live, but they just had to retire that on number 33, right? Because they need to let you know that they know that the meal ticket knows. Inside joke. They wanted you to know that, hey, we're still in control here. We're going to put our numbers up. It's like representing. They're going to let you know we're representing. It's like spraying graffiti on something after you leave. You said, hence, go hunt for your shit. I like vitamin C and D. Yeah, and taking vitamins, I'm sorry. I'm just going to really be honest with you. Maybe that vitamin C, but that vitamin D is man-made vitamin D, right? True vitamin D, they have researched so far and said true vitamin D comes from the sun. But there's a lot of people that like to fight that issue also. I would say eat the proper foods. I wouldn't even take any of these tablets. Now, if you are in the hospital and you just simply can't get enough of these foods in you, and these pills are helping you, I mean, by all means. But I will just say it's all then maybe something's going on in your mind to where you think you need them or that they're helping you. But if you eat right, you should get enough. You don't need any of this crap. Not trying to be sensitive about the subject, slavery. Do you think it was scripted for us to be enslaved? I saw some videos on YouTube saying it never happened. What? Nah, it happened. No, it happened. Trying to be insensitive to slavery. Do you think it was scripted for us to be enslaved? Of course, their dream would be for all of us to be back enslaved. Whether you're white, black, Chinese, they want us all to be. We are actually kind of being like slaves right now. We're dancing to all the beats of their drums. They've got us locked in the freaking house for COVID. They put these deadly viruses out here for us so they can control us. Yeah, no, the slavery definitely happened. The show penetrates the lie that crimes are getting handled. Cops don't care about crime. Who looks for more work when you don't get paid more? Huh, that's a good way to look at that. The pills do help you. Okay. Probably because the minerals, but some of these vitamins are just some of that all that stuff is man-made crap. John Oliver on HBO did a whole thing about show law and ordering the cops. They just sell us the BS. Dane Calloway, I don't know who that is. Okay, so what are the horns heard around the world? Let's go. It was legal for the British to beat Irish, right? So I guess people, well, we definitely wanted to talk about that if the man who fell to earth is here. That was the main person that really wanted to talk about, but I don't know if he is still here or not. I don't know if the man who fell to earth is still just listening in the side wings, but he was the one that wanted to talk about it while he was here. So I don't know if he left the show, but we'll wait for him to come the next time when he comes back, because he was the one that wanted to talk about it, because he said that he actually heard these horns himself. Some of the people all around the world are saying there's this phenomenon, I'm sorry, this phenomenal thing that's happening where they're hearing these trumpets or these horns, or some people have described it as a like a roaring like noise or sound in their ears, or something that is constant, right? So whether it's for 2 minutes, whether it's for 2 hours, whether it's for 2 seconds, we do have a member that said that he was woken up in his sleep to hear a constant horn sound that was coming out of the atmosphere. So a lot of people around the world are saying that they're hearing these horns, almost like a roaring, like I want to say like a trumpet like noise. um but there's a lot of people that don't believe in the Bible, right? There's a lot of people that don't believe in the Bible, so that's why I said that we always be a touchy subject, is to talk about things from a Bible, because some people don't. Some people have their own Bible, like people are operating out of the Qurans or these different types of books, but the original horns, where people are saying they hear the horns, are in the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible speaks of the horns and the trumpets being being caused by angels that are giving the warning sounds. So, like, for example, okay, so Iris says the Quran mentions that, but maybe it might mention it in a different way, right? So sometimes these different religions are teaching different things, but the religion that we know for the most part here in the United States, right, the seven seals, right, this is what the Bible is the Holy Bible is speaking of. So he said the Quran mentions it, but I'm not sure in what light that they do. But this is the angel that is giving the warning signs, and some people are called for a certain purpose. So evidently the man who fell to earth, the username that was in here, said that he was woken up out of his sleep to hear this trumpeting sound. So when we get him back in here one day, we'll ask him how long did he hear it for, and what duration, and how many times. Certain people are called to a certain level. Right. Everyone can't hear it. Right. Everyone cannot hear the sound. They had people in England, some people in England that were hearing it. Some people were recording it, that they could hear it. Someone said that even here in the United States, I'm trying to think, where there was an earthquake that happened here in the United States that never had happened before, like rare, like a rare, I have to look it up, but it was a rare earthquake. And somebody said they heard this trumpet after the earthquake, and it was in the United States, and it was in a state, it was an upper northern state on the west area. I think it was Idaho. Had a Idaho had like a earthquake, which was like, at that time they said it was very rare for them to have one. And a lot of people said they heard a trumpet noise after the earthquake. So which can be a symbolization of an angel, or one of God's creations, or whatever people want to believe. But I mean, like I said, we don't really talk about religion part over here, because people will argue about religion until they foam at the mouth, right? You said that goes into heart. Yep. All of that. Yeah. So a lot of people, he said it's spiritual, right? I'm not sure. The in the Saudi, the flood that never happened before, right? So all of these things, but I don't want to, like I said, I don't really want to bring too much religion into it, because a lot of people continue to fight that. But if you actually look at the Bible, a lot of the things that are happening in the Bible, or that are said were supposed to happen in Revelations, is actually happening now. But we've got a lot of people that are members, over from different channels, that believe different and believe otherwise, and that is, their opinion. But I mean, all you got to do is just open it up, and everything that's said there is actually happening. So I don't know what the big confusion is all about, but that is up to people. Whether they want to believe in it or not, I'm not sure, because I do know that we do have, I think we do have some atheists that are members, that are members in the sector that we belong in. There's, I've heard that there's some atheists. I've heard there's some people that are Catholics and Christians. Everybody has their own religion, right? So we're going to allow them to not feel sheltered in. Some people believe in all of the certain times of the Bible and when the Bible should be cut off. Some people believe that there's certain books that were taken out, like the book of Enoch and all that. I'm not going to get into all of that over here, because that's just going to cause a lot of people arguing over here. So I really don't want to bring religion into it at all. But I do believe in what's going on in the Holy Bible. That's just my thing. Daughter of Zion is just coming in. We've been here, Daughter of Zion, for like an hour and a half. We were just going to do a quick live tonight, but reminded everybody to go. Shaking my head. Batman and Robin are doing Joker is pregnant. Shaking my head. Don't be surprised when we see Santa Claus and Rudolph on Maury. Right. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, about Joker being pregnant. We talked about it a little bit tonight. A lot of people was like, there's no way, but it's there. They did it. They made the Joker be pregnant. Of course, they want to put those grisly images in the minds of all these young people, of course. So part of that agenda. But mainly tonight, we just came online because we came over from another chat where a lot was going on. We came over here and talked about what we're talking about tonight, just kind of get everybody caught up. Those of you that want to keep continuing listening, those have been here from the start to the jump, go to our very first live we had yesterday. That live almost, I think, has like 250 views almost already. So many people were there for hours as we talked the night away, going into all of these details. Yeah, they put that. Yeah, there's the DC comic thing now that Joker is pregnant. So I just said I'm done. I'm out. It's like, y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. You do not have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me. You said the Joker is pregnant. Yeah, a lot of people were saying, no, there's no way. Barbie, where'd you get that information? I'm like, Joker, it's there. It's the new comic thing that's coming out. Joker is pregnant. So just actually, you can look it up right here on YouTube when y'all leave here if you want to. It's there. So those of you that want to continue listening to what we talked about last night, and that few of you that may be staying up for a little bit longer, go watch our video from last night. Our video from last night was just as good as this one. So you guys, I'm getting out of here now because it's 3:20. I don't want to keep you guys all night and talk because like last night we talked for like 3 hours. So I don't want these videos to be too long where people lose the attention span. But so once we end this one, those of you that want to keep listening, yesterday's live was jam-packed, full of conspiracy theories, all kinds of stuff. We talked about everything from aliens to they also want me to talk about project what is it, Blue Beam or Blue Book or something. They want us to talk about that. Some people brought up about the new black eyes thing that they're going with. People are trying to get all of these black eyes, whether it's through operation or the videos with the black goo. We wanted to talk about the black goo, which is the infiltration of the human DNA to where you can be able to transform your skin into become this black goo type of person with all of these synthetic feelings on your hands and all of these feelers and sensors, kind of like what we've been seeing in the movies, like these Spider-Man movies and all of these things where someone all of a sudden all this black tar and black goo comes over there and they come and turn it. They eventually want to get that onto humans. They have this, it's a magnetic force field. They've actually running tests on it. They are now saying they want to use that black goo and put it into like your body to deliver life-saving medicines or things to you or get you prepared for surgery. All of that crap, all of this nonsense, right? How they want to get this stuff in your bloodstream. You know, we mentioned for a little bit about Greta, the little girl, or she's now a teenager or a young woman now, the Greta person who is talking about environment issues. She's one of the hugest witches that you'll ever see. She is one of their main witches that is up and coming in the world. She is a witch. She is a devil worshiper. So all of the things that she's doing, we're going to also talk about in the coming days, the hand over the eye technique, all of the hidden signs and symbols of that they use to keep their club secret. We're going to talk about the one eye. We're going to talk about why are celebrities covering up one eye and always talking about the eye. We're going to go over that and get you guys up to speed. A lot of you that may already know about that, but we're going to talk about that. They said look, they want to talk about nanobots, right? They want to talk about all of these things. Um, so Then they wanted us to talk about murder on this channel. We are going to be doing a murder mystery. Those of you that are trying to get in on that part about the murder mystery, our first murder, it's not even a mystery, but we're trying to figure out why this person is trying to get out. We're trying to figure out why this person was put in jail for murder and they let him out early and he went on to murder a whole family. So that's the Simpson predictions. That's because they're part of the well, people call it the Illuminati, all these different groups, but they're all the same group. It's the head group is the Luciferian, down to like the Masonry, down to like the little celebrity groups. All of these little segments, the Simpson predictions are the things that they are making happen before our very eyes. So when the Simpsons put out something that is something that we'll see 5 years later, that is something that they're telling us that we're going to see, that is created by them. When I say them, it is the Luciferian group, the people that are trying to run the world, the NWO, all of these people that are working behind the scenes to create this thing. So that when the Simpsons shows like all these lizard people and all this stuff, that's because they're behind the scenes, perhaps at Area 52, creating these creature-like things so that when they do come about, people will be, they won't go into shock when they see it, right? They're trying to let us slowly get to see like the lizard people and all of that stuff. Oh God, look at this video. Look where she transfers into a lizard-like state, and look at her eyes, and look at the Simpsons had a show about the president unzipping his skin and he was a lizard underneath and all of this stuff. It's because they're eventually going to have something come out like a psyop of some sort, where there's a lizard person walking around, perhaps what they would describe as an alien to perhaps distract people from something that they are trying to do with Russia or China or all these different things that are going on behind the scenes, so to speak, not in a YouTube way, but behind the real scenes of the real world where your actual life may be in jeopardy, as they allow China to come in slowly, which is going to cause them to invade. Because remember, China is going to be most of China is going to be underwater in the next 50 to 60 years. So they have to start planning on where they're going to move China. China wants to be the main race, right? So as they try to invade, as they are sitting secretly talking with the Russians right now, as they're trying to fool us, and then we're acting like they're coming in, but they're all in it together, right? They're all in it together. This Luciferian stuff, they don't care about your color. They don't care about Chinese and black and white. They want your soul. They want you. They want your blood. They want you. They want your sacrifice. So all this stuff that where they try to create all these race wars, and people don't really, once you get to that level 33, they don't care about color. They don't care about what country you're from or who. Long as you're worshiping the devil, that's all they care about. Long as you're bringing souls and being part of God knows what. Everybody wants to talk about that at some point. What's going on in Hollywood with all these abortion clinics, mystery meat, or Soylent Green. Have you guys ever heard of? Have you guys ever heard of Soylent Green? All of those things. Yep, I know about all that stuff too. So I was talking about these celebrities having churches in their images. Yes, there is. Beyonce has a church that is called the Church of Beyonce. She has her own church where you can come and worship her. Insane to me. Insane. I mean, they don't talk about it. They don't advertise it as much, but there's actually a church where you can go to and worship Beyonce only. It's called the Church of Beyonce. All of these things are being set up behind our backs. Why? Because they want to rush in eventually and just take over with this whole worship thing, right? So all of these movies and all of this stuff, you say, oh, yes, that's right, Beyonce, get in there and fight and show what Black tradition used to look like and roar. No. Her intentions is she wants to be worshipped. She is one of the highest priestesses over there. She is part of the child sacrifice that is going on. her and her Aleister Crowley loving husband. They worship a white man called Aleister Crowley. That is their God. That is their statue of their home. That is who they look up to. That is who they worship every day, is Aleister Crowley. If you don't know who Aleister Crowley is, that is Jay-Z's main God that he worships. That is his idol. That is his everything. So you guys are cheering on for Jay-Z, but Jay-Z is cheering on for an old, wicked white man that was said that the sacrifice of a child is better than any sacrifice. The Aleister Crowley wrote a book, all the stuff he did. We'll go over that one day. But he said the child sacrifice is the best sacrifice. All of these women are in Hollywood. They have to eat their first child. Let's just end it there. Let's just end it there. You say, Barbie, this is all crazy. Part of the ritual. They have to eat their child. And if you guys didn't know all that, unfortunately, that's what I was saying. The things that are going on in Hollywood to get to that number 33, you would be shocked. People would be shocked what is going on over there as they have the real cults going on, the real Moloch, the real child sacrifice. Everything is about the triangle. Everything is about the number 33. Everything is about eventually getting to that ultimate goal where they get everybody. They don't want you to say there's no God. They want you to believe in the God, Luciferian. So forget about a Muhammad, forget about a Jesus, forget about a God. They don't want you to believe in none of that. They want you to ultimately, and your children's children, to worship Lucifer. And that is just it. And if that's what you want to do, then go right on over there and be part of it. Go right over there and be part of it. But don't let these people fool you. Say, oh, no. He was just advertising. He just brings up Aleister Crowley and it's nothing. Nope. If you start to really look around, all the symbols and signs are there. The triangles, the handstands. We're going to talk about all the signals and signs and things that they say to communicate with each other. And like I said, if you have family members that are Masons or Eastern Star, that does not mean they're devil worshipers. That does not mean it. But the higher that you go up in that ranking, you do have to do some terrible things. And to get to that number 33, we can't even discuss it here. You would be shocked at what they have to do to get to 33. But all of your celebrities have already done it. If you look at some of the pictures, say, oh, well, Shaquille O'Neal, he's such a good person. He's this, he's that. Unfortunately, Shaquille O'Neal has done the number 33. He has done the number 33. He has done the ultimate. Right. The Sunday service with Marilyn Manson. That was freaking BS to me. Scottie Pippen too. Michael Jordan. All of these people, if you are somebody of anybody in Hollywood, you have had to do what the 33 level calls you to do, or you cannot be there. Have you guys ever seen a rapper that's like a one-hit wonder? You're like, oh man, that rapper was so good. Like, whatever happened to that guy? That's because they introduced something to him that did not lie right with his spirit, and he walked away. There is no such thing as a one-hit wonder. There's no such thing as, oh my God, that was such a good rapper, and all we heard was one album, and now he's over here doing this. He walked away in silence because he's seen something that he cannot say to anybody else, but he said, no, I can't be part of it, and he walked away. He gave away all the monies and riches that were promised to him. Remember, we talked about these songs. Sometimes they will tell you what they did. Even Snoop Dogg. I know people can say, oh, now you're reaching. Snoop Dogg told us exactly what he did to get to where he is. He told us in his songs. He told us what he did. He told us how the devil came to him and said, I will give you this and I'll give you that. Look in the music. It's everything is there. So cut the crap of, oh no, that celebrity is sweet. And, no, that celebrity actually loves the Lord. When they put those football players, they put their hands up to the sky and point number one, they're not necessarily talking about God. They're talking about their God. Right. All of these are degrees and different levels that you have to keep going up in. It's a secret society, and there's secret societies within secret societies. And you ask, who is the head? Or the Illuminati is the head? Is it the Masons that are head? No, the Luciferian church is the head of all of this. The rest of this stuff is just brackets and tiers, different levels of the shit. Example, Pimp C had gold albums, but platinum with UGK. Well, since Black mentioned Scottie Pippen, bro, his ex-wife got a free OnlyFans page. I don't know anything about that. But all of these people have taken an oath, right? And then somebody brought up earlier the case about, who was it, that singer, where somebody brought up earlier that their mom was sacrificed. Not Kanye's mother, but the other girl, the Jennifer Hudson girl. That's in their name, Jennifer Hudson. If you guys even took a glance into that case, if you even took a glance into the Jennifer Hudson case, how her whole family was murdered, and then they blamed it on this one guy that was the sister's boyfriend. I scoured through that interview. The guy is fucking innocent. He didn't kill that whole family. They were sacrificed. Just like now, Kanye's trying to come out and say, oh, they sacrificed my mother. He knew it, so he's part of it. So there is no, oh, Kanye's giving us all the secrets now. Kanye's on our side. No, this is what they told him to do. You guys don't get this. They have to create an opposition. They have to let you have good versus evil. This is their game, remember? We're the pawns. They like it that we get online and say, oh my God, what did Kanye do now? Oh my God, type it. What? He did what? And we're just so focused on Kanye. Everybody's so focused on Kanye, and the freaking egg prices. You can't even go buy a thing of eggs for less than $10 now almost. But everybody's so goddamn worried about Kanye and his mom and how she really, are you nuts? That's what they want you to do. They want you to log on and put your eyeballs on something so they can continue to go do something else. So all of this crap, I don't think so yet, Relic, but all of this stuff, notice and listen, even if Kanye is found, right? Let's say they say, oh no, they found him. Even let's say Barbie girl, you just didn't know yesterday they found him. It doesn't matter. They've already created the opposition in our minds. They've already created the atmosphere of us worrying. Like, oh my God, did they really get him? Oh my God, he spoke too much. Oh man. And everybody's so worried about somebody named Kanye that none of us will never meet in this lifetime. Oh, but he's such a good man and he's our brother and we got to support him. I can see that he's really trying and struggling. He's a great actor and he's been fooling all of you. He has taken the oath. And some of that MK Ultra is breaking down. So now he's rambling. Oh yeah, well they sacrificed my mother and I'm going to tell on everybody now and Shaquille O'Neal's involved and all these people are involved. He's just rambling at the mouth now because he knows his time. Listen, once you sign a contract, that's it. They got you. You don't know when your time is up. They could just come and grab you. Sometimes they'll let you know. Sometimes they let you know when your contract is up. You'll see little signs. You'll see, they'll say, oh, he was just at church yesterday. He just came to church. He just came to the service yesterday. And now all of a sudden tomorrow he's dead. Sometimes they know when their time is up. Sometimes they want to go out in a blazing glory. Sometimes they want to be memorialized. Sometimes they want their name to go down for their God, the God that they worship. The NFL is full of Luciferians. Every bit of it. Don't let anything fool you and say, oh no, well, he's given to the hungry and the children and his children and his, and oh my God, but his mom is like a pastor. All of this crap. Right. Worrying about yay while all your bills are exactly. Worrying about the crap about, oh, how long has he been missing? When all of it's just a psyop. All of it is their plan. And like we talked about, if this man does come up dead or something's wrong with him, that's going to be another whole freaking scene. So all of this crap and all of this stupid stuff that they got us focused in on people that will never meet. People that will never, well, I just feel close to Kanye, and I just feel, you know, like he's just a kindred spirit. And I feel like everything that he's done with rap and how much he is just trying so hard. No, a man does not have to try hard. A man has to do. So all of this crap about he's trying, no, this man knows exactly what he is doing. He has touched and dabbled his toe into the politician world. So when someone becomes a politician, you can no longer believe them or take them serious. You can no longer believe them or take them serious, because then it's all about the money or the fame or the glory or the title. They probably got Kanye locked up in a mental institution to treat him as his house and wife. Anything, or he's probably sitting on a beach somewhere drinking a fucking mimosa. While all of us are over here panicking and going to the grocery store and buying eggs for $6 and $8 when eggs used to be freaking $2 and freaking 19 freaking cents. And then the freaking Eggland's best ones are like $3.68 freaking cents. And now they're almost freaking $8 for freaking Eggland eggs. That's my first world problems. They raised the goddamn price of the Eggland eggs. God damn it. First world problems over here. But all of these psyops and all of these images that they create for us, oh my God, he's missing. That man's probably not missing. And if he is, then let's say he comes up dead. Then, oh well, he signed a contract. His time is up. Oh, but he went and did the church thing and all this, and he's trying. No, he went and did the church thing and fucked that up too. He went and brought Marilyn Manson in. I can't make this shit up. He went into a Christian church and brought Marilyn Manson. Not saying that Marilyn Manson can't be forgiven or saved, but we knew what they were doing. They performed a whole fucking ritual. You didn't see it? They performed a ritual right before your eyes. And you say, oh, but no, that Donda album was amazing. Do you understand what that album was about? You guys even know what that album was about? And you're just bopping to it and dancing to it, go, oh, yo, this is the best album he's ever done. No, the album, when he made that album, he said the words in some of those songs was to resurrect his mother from the grave. Listen now, as you are singing along with somebody, oh, he's a genius. Yeah, he's a genius because he keeps fooling you idiots. He's not fooling me. Well, he's a genius. He's so smart. This is just the way the genius mind works. And we just have to keep holding and waiting on. And you got some people say, I'll never give up on Kanye. Kanye doesn't give a fuck whether you live or fucking die. But literally, he's over there making albums that is got some type of innuendo of raising his mother from the grave. And they got all of us singing with it. Are you guys nuts? Right. That's what I said. He's probably drinking a freaking mimosa on a beach somewhere. As they continue to create songs with all these rituals in it, all these spells in it, they got children walking around in full circles. You can't make this shit up. They're doing it right in front of us. The church that he has now, the children are singing and going in a rotating circle. We all know what the circle is about. Let's stop playing dumb. Y'all don't want the truth. You just want to be seen in the chats. I still support Kanye, though. You don't even fucking know this guy. This guy will eat your child. This guy will have your child on the next freaking docking block as a missing children as they drain the blood out of these children. They are drinking the blood of these children to try to gain youth. Say, oh no, well, that's in the news and they're just saying that. That's just all. No, it's true. That's why do you think the president of the United States stopped in the middle of that conversation and said, oh, they said I'm drinking blood now? Okay. And laughed about it. Because they wanted to make it seem like the other people are crazy for even mentioning it. And then everybody go, oh yeah, that now that the president laughed it off, he actually confronted those statements about him drinking the blood of children. That doesn't make any sense. That's not happening. You guys will go get tattoos of your favorite rappers on your arms if they die. But yet somebody in your family has freaking died and you don't even got a tattoo of them. Make it make freaking sense. We don't even want to talk about little Uzi Vert. Little Uzi Vert is out with his stuff. He wants you to know he's a devil worshiper. He wants you to know. Notice nobody said Biggie's still alive because he was fat and ugly as ever. Tupac is dead. Elvis too. Y'all buy a Twerk t-shirt for $2,000. I'm going to slap the shit out of you. Salsa, shimmy and ass or something. Stop celebrity worshiping. They're not for you nor care about you. Okay, right. They will take your child and hang them upside down and drain every bit of blood out of them. And drink your child's blood as you are sitting in the chat typing. Well, I still support Kanye no matter what. You're just typing away so you can be seen in the chats. I still support him. What the fuck are you talking about? Stop being so stupid and so delusional. All this stupid crap I see people typing in the freaking chat all the time. I'm sitting there going, these people are driving me freaking nuts right now. You're driving me freaking nuts. Yeah, Kodak is definitely into, he's definitely into the devil worshiping thing too. All of them are. All of them are. There are just some people that are out with it more. And when they get too far, trust me, they have people that are controlling them too. They can't go too far. Tina, I really enjoy these conversations, not going You're so silly. I was supposed to get off here so this live wouldn't be that long. But we got 7 more minutes. Did you see that QAnon video? Which one? I'm not sure if you're talking about more. If it's anything recent, I definitely haven't seen it because I've been trying to get my channel up and going and stuff. Barbie girl, you think UK rapper? I don't know any of the UK rappers, Iron Riaz. I'm sorry, honey. I don't know any of the rappers that are in the UK. See, like, Iron Riaz, you have to understand, like, American rappers are like celebritized all around the world, but very rarely do we get to know you guys as rappers. Like, it's rare that a UK rapper comes to the United States and gives us their music, right? but it's easy for a United States rapper to go overseas and have shows and all this stuff. There's an expression attributed to Buddhism. Marilyn Manson said it: if you meet your master along the road, kill them. Never meet your heroes, folks. Uncle Luke, Barbie Tina, UK rapper, real artillery, converted into prison. These people are human like us. They are not saints. Yeah. So, guys, I mean, right, guys? Those of you that are still listening, who all is still in the building? Give a shout out. Anybody still here that just didn't type for a minute? Who is all still here? It's old Barbie, but it goes over some of the stuff that you just said. Oh, yes, I thought about it. It was the Project Bluebeam or something. Somebody wanted to go over that. Anything about these doggone aliens, it's just like, I'm not even going to freaking entertain this alien crap because nobody freaking knows any freaking thing about a freaking alien. Nobody has a live video or a live feed or anything. It's just so stupid to me. And then, oh, secret hidden videos that have never been seen before. The government, someone found it. Get the fuck out of here. Someone found this government video in the files of a gray alien or a little alien in the corner. All of this stupid crap. And it looks exactly like something that would be in a Hollywood freaking movie, or like Black always say, the Men in Black. Looks like something that would be in a Men in Black movie. And they think we're that dumb. Iron reasons why UK rappers are not known in America is because we can't understand a word they're saying. No offense. Yeah, sometimes it says, Barbie girl, you should play chess. You'd be a master. You guys are so funny. So, guys, so all of this crazy crap, and all these churches, and yes, but we were talking about the Bohemian Grove last night. We were talking about the Moloch. I'm sure that people want to also eventually talk about the hidden thing that happened in Texas. Let's see if anybody's brain is still awake. This, like, what happened in Texas that would represent the Moloch of eating children? Let's see if anybody knows. Let's see if anybody knows that. Let's see if anybody has got their brain alert tonight in a way. What happened in Texas that will represent the Moloch as of eating the children centuries ago? What happened? Let's think about what is the biggest tragedy that's happened in Texas in a while, where literally, they had people walking into the mouth of a Moloch. The Moloch spiritual thing was a big demon with his mouth open, as children were being led into the Moloch's mouth as the Moloch was eating the children. Let's get back to that thought back in your mind. Where did you see a Moloch like thing hidden in plain sight? And it happened in Texas. Let's go to that concert for just a little bit. Let's see, does that jar your memories now? Anybody know of that concert? No, we're talking about the main thing that happened in Texas. That concert. Let's see if anybody knows. Absolutely. Astro. Yep. Astro World. Let's go back and look at that for just a quick second. Let's go back of the images. As you're entering into the park, they have taken the entryway to the park of what they put was Travis Scott, right? But Travis Scott's face was blown up into a big statue, right? As his mouth was open, as tons of young youth is bleeding and going into that Moloch style mouth. And all of those children that were sacrificed that night. So those of you that are still on the fence and saying, oh, that's just a far reach, that's too much, I love Travis Scott and all that. I listen to Travis Scott too. But when after this thing happened, I was like, whoa. I was like, damn. Look up the word of astral world. Look at the definition of astral world. Look at what happened during astral world while all those children were being crushed. Look at who was in attendance there. The Kardashian family was there. The great-great-grandmother was there. Why was the great-great-grandmother there? Why was the great-great-grandmother there? Because a sacrifice was being made. Since when does the grandmother and the great-grandmother come, not the great, but the other grandmother comes to see a concert? Because they knew it would be a sacrifice that night. So you guys, let's take that away for the night. So you guys will remember that. We'll get back into that another time. But I also want to kind of leave this video exactly at 2 hours. We're right at 2 hours now. You said that's too deep. Just like the movies Jeepers Creepers, that's a true story, but it happened in Michigan. Shoot. Fininchy is getting sacrificed on Matthew's panel. Of course they're going to do that. Technology is such, we don't need a human labor anymore. Now the slavery is just for fun. They like to watch us suffer. So you guys, those of you that are just walking in or is going back and forth from to the other panel, I know there's other things going on YouTube right now. Everybody's fighting and whatnot. Those of you that missed everything, you can rewind it back. Put me on 1.5 speed. Everything that we talked about tomorrow will definitely fall back in line with the next show that we have. Those of you that are still getting caught up, I know that everybody's fighting over there on Matthew's panel and things are happening, but you guys can always listen to these videos back to stay caught up what's going over on this side of the oh, there's a whole lot of stuff going on right now. Huh. Yeah. So you guys, so if you guys want to, I guess if y'all guys gonna, I don't know who's doing what. Look, for what Fininchy endured is insane. For him to go through all that stuff, it's almost like this is part of a freaking storyline, right? Out of a freaking movie or dramatic show or something. Thank you so much, Carl Belton. You guys, also too, I'll post my Cash App really quick. A lot of people, even yesterday, was saying post my Cash App so they can donate money to the show if you guys want to. I'm going to put I don't have my Nightbot over here. Yeah, I'm going to have that Nightbot ready. And being that we don't have super chats, I'm going to put my Cash App in here real quick. We did get some really good donations last night. That was awesome of you all. So there goes my Cash App there, and I'll pin it real quick. Those of you that love the show, remember we pay for our entertainment. We pay to hear good things. We also pay to hear madness. You know, we go over there and pay for some of these things, but also to supporting content creators that are actually trying to give you real knowledge. A lot of people actually appreciate that more. So my Cash App is there. If you guys want to Cash App me, we do, as content creators, we do sit in these chairs for 2 to 3 hours, you know, bringing the content. And when you go live, you do not make money on YouTube from going live. You know, you're only at the grace of the people. You're at the grace of the people. So my Cash App is pinned there. Those of you that want to donate to the show or whatever you guys feel like you want to give. I think we did get 2 Cash Apps earlier on when we first started. Only a small number of people in America know about UK rap. Yeah, we don't ever hear about UK rap over here, ever. Maybe once in the blue moon or something. You speak so fast that the brain speeds up this light year. Oh, so if you have to slow my voice down, it's up to you guys. You say, who is Matthews? You don't remember Matthew from our sector, OG Knucklehead Matthew, the biracial guy? He's light-skinned and stuff. He has that real deep voice. You don't remember Matthew with the real deep voice? He got kicked out of Siz's Discord for causing crap and all that. You don't remember him? They're over there on this show. They're just trying to argue because Fininchy dropped the bomb on everybody tonight about the real truth about what's been going on behind the scenes. So So everybody's over there definitely listening to that tonight, because we all came over from the bigger show, right? We had a bigger show tonight that we did over there, and we were over there for 3 hours as we were all learning all of this new stuff that was going on behind the scenes. So then after that live closed down, I ran over here real quick, but the other live, someone else's live picked up real quick, and they're still over there arguing and fighting. So that's where everybody is at tonight. They're over there on the other channel as everybody's fighting. So I mean, OG, he got the green screen. Yeah, it's the one with the green screen. Remember OG Knucklehead, the guy with the green screen that puts on the Louis Vuitton clothes and stuff? You say he got the green screen. Remember, It Is What It Is used to make fun of, still makes fun of D falling behind the green screen. Yeah, and D stood us up tonight, y'all. That was insane. D stood us up. He said that he fell asleep. That's because he was doing all that drinking earlier today. Y'all know he was drinking earlier today. That's why he passed out on us, little brat. So you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. You guys hit that like button if you haven't already. If you're just walking into the show, you want to get caught up on what we did. I could try to work with the title a little bit, but I'm trying not to make the titles too noticeable over here, so we don't get flagged or anything weird going on. YouTube might say we're not allowed to talk about this, that, or the other. But there's other channels that are doing what I'm doing, but they're bringing religion and all this other stuff into it, and maybe they get flagged from that. I don't know, but the titles just is, I will rework some of these titles so you guys will know which things we talked about and which one. As I remember him now back, I was in the chat making fun of the green screen. So you guys hit that like button on the way out, and you guys have a great night or a great morning or night, whatever. It's 4 a.m. over here for me, y'all. Crazy, right?